Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to the first ever YouTube stream. All right, this is going to be one hell of a ride. Yeah, this is a very late stream. I'm not gonna lie. This is a very, very late stream, and I am sorry for that. There's a reason though. There is a good reason. Needed to wait for one of my family members to come home. Made sure to make sure she was safe. Made it home safely. But yeah, now we here. We are ready to roll. First time streaming on YouTube. This is a new horizon, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This is a new horizon. Switching everything to make sure we're good. And it looks like we should be ready to roll. Don't know why it's taking forever. Reload. But we're gonna see. There we go. Looks like we're ready. Looks like we're going now. No. Okay. Perfect. Let me pause this for the music. There it is. Okay. All right. Like I said, first ever time streaming on YouTube. So, with that being out of the way, though, welcome. Hope you guys are having a good morning, a good evening, or a good afternoon, wherever you guys are. We are going to be now playing Daydream Believer. That is the skin story that we will be playing. Okay, that's the name of the game right here, and I am very excited to do that. So I'm gonna switch to the gaming. Hopefully it'll load, and we are just gonna see if it'll actually do it. Okay. Wow, the latency is fucking wild. I am not gonna lie, but it's a new adventure. It's all gonna take some time, and that's all right. You know, that is a-okay. And let me make sure. Wow, that bitrate is ass. Oh my god. Hold up. Can I fix that? Can I fix that? We're gonna bump that up too. Bump it up just a tad. We're gonna see if that helps. Okay, so let's boom. There we go. And that should do it. Hopefully. There we go. Alright, we chilling now. We chilling. Make sure it looks a little better. It still looks kind of booty, I'm not gonna lie, but what is our okay. It's alright. We gonna work with it. Alright. That being said, we are now going to start the Winter Wanderer. Okay? Let's get started. And make sure we good there. Boom. Let me actually boom. That's not what I wanted. That is what I wanted. Okay. There we go. Now we chilling. And story. I want to make sure the volume's just right, so that way it's like not too loud. But it looks like we're good now. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now starting the Winter Wanderer. If gods never existed, then why do humans pray? Here we go. I don't know if this is us or someone else. We're gonna assume it's me. I had a lucid dream where I observed my life as a spectator. At the beginning, I was left by lonely human beings on a snowfield. Oh no, this is Bianca. Okay. And became a sister in the church. In the end, I came back here again as a witch who disobeyed my belief and lost corrupted. A witch. That's right. I was called a witch even when I was still a sister. They said wherever I went, people died or went missing. Some even claimed to have seen me murdering someone they respected. Ah, that's right. None of this is true, but I didn't explain myself at that time. There has to be a witch, no matter if it is Bianca or not. It is the witch who stopped the god's protection from coming down. The witch is an excuse for people to not hate themselves. They need a person to blame in exile to rid themselves of dread and fear, an unrealized miracle, and the approaching doomsday. It doesn't matter which witch is a title of sin or not for me now, because I've already made up my mind. I'll never forgive the enemy, even if that means I need to go against my belief or forever silent God would ask his believers to forgive. But my child, everyone is a sinner, just like you or me. Even though that's the case, I hold on to the hope of having someone by my side, steadfast, unwilling to forgive me. Unwilling to forgive me even if I ever bring pain to others. If so, why do you pray? Ooh, yo, ooh. Oh man, we kicking it up like that. Oh, and we're live 2D? Hey, we eating good right now. Alright, here we go. Frame status, or frame changed, get up. Emerging from a deep, unsettling dream, Bianca awakens to find herself lying in the Velasis lab. I think that's how you say it. I detected instability in your mind during the frame change. Did you dream about the snowfield again? Bianca responds in a hushed tone as she sits up from the maintenance table. There is still some data left. Right, the coding request is done. I put it in for you during the frame change. Oh. God damn, she look good. Yo. Quietly, she bows her head, directing her gaze toward the fresh coating, which gleams as white as the snow in her dream. A lot of data recorded by the stigmata frame are similar to those of Imperia, but not as clear and complete. I already removed the data. You shouldn't have had that dream again. Did you back up the data and ask Asimov to help you read them? I have no reason to do so. Oh no, that's the future predicted by the Ascension Network. Even though the information you got is at random, there could be some useful fragments in it. Adjusting herself into a more comfortable position, she fixes a meaningful gaze upon Bianca. The Purifying Force is working on the defector case, right? Vesuelos introduces a deliberate topic, seemingly the intention of delving into something. I saw you died multiple ways in the restored fragments. Most of them were caused by the betrayal of your comrades. Don't you want to have a look into this one? No evidence provides what the data show is the future. Then what caused the instability of your mind if you don't believe the result of the simulation? In the dream, I saw myself hurting the last person I wanted to hurt. What? Even the captain of the Purifying Force has someone she cares about? Of course. That is the exact reason that made me captain of the Purifying Force. Whatever. If you're working for anything behind my back, remember to tell the person who helped you clean up the traces. Interesting. The next morning, as per the mission plan, you make your way to the rendezvous point where you spot Bianca quietly exchanging words with a member of the Purifying Force. Oh yeah, here we go. It's my time to shine, chat. As soon as she catches sight of you approaching, Bianca swiftly halts her conversation and signals the other person to depart. We take priority. Hell yeah! Respectfully, thank you for doing your job, sir. But big dog's here now. Good morning, Commandant. Good morning, Bianca. Oh, this coating. Betrayal has applied an additional coating. Stigmata was prepared in a hurry, and the original coating was only added to stabilize my mind. She said if it was a little favor from her. So, she made it? No, she just made the application. I picked the design. What do you think? It suits you. Thanks. I like the theme chosen by the coat designer too. When we decided on it, the WGAA folks even joked about looking into it like a wedding dress. Hey, it's a wedding dress for show. Indeed. It literally becomes one adorned with some flowers. Why would a coating themed snowfield have flowers? Snowfield. Missing your hometown? Yeah, also because I've been having a dream about snow recently. What's your dream about? That's a secret. I ain't gonna pry. As she talks, she casually runs her hand through the hair hanging by her ear, subtly shifting her gaze toward the area behind her, as if she's keeping a watchful eye for something. The remote connection request this time is for using the Phantom Tracer? Yes, the defector case is not closed yet. Should I go with you? This mission is full of unknown risk. I don't want to get you involved before I find out where the defectors are. But the tracer needed a deep mind connection previously, though. Yeah, but the punishing virus concentration at the mission location is not high. Plus the Phantom Tracer was optimized, so a remote connection would be enough. Oh my god, what is happening? What is... Okay, we're chilling. I want to make sure we're good. We're good here. We're good here. Turn this down just a tad. There we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I thought. Okay. We chilling. Okay. Bianca raises her hand, revealing the mind connection band already equipped on her wrist. Don't worry, Commandant. The connection bands on our hands will keep us connected. Knowing you're in a safe place also makes me better focus on the battlefield. Hey! Anything for the lady now, come on now. Her smile carries a hint of bitterness, which behind may be unspoken words seem to be concealed. Bianca, you lower your voice as much as you can and take a step closer to her. How have you been recently? Recently? Bianca raises her chin, her eyes composed and unwavering, as if a hint of unease in her demeanor is merely a result of overthinking on her part of the observer. I heard about things not long ago. I'm gonna hope we're not gonna get spoiled here. Oh, you know what, eh? That's even one defective from the Purifying Force, and their captain had to take care of this for herself. Oh, they always refuse to solve the real issue. Someone would destroy the parliament if not for the restrictions. Even the Purifying Force can do nothing about it. Oh, soon they'll realize that we're in the same boat. No one can escape from it. The majority of the task force members hold a stereotypical impression of the Purifying Force as seeing them as cold-blooded, ruthless, brutal, and inhumane, with occasional instances of power abuse. A lingering grudge persists against the Purifying Force as people struggle to comprehend their actions. Oh, look at what's happening down there, and they're still killing their own people. The Purifying Force often undertakes highly secretive missions where they must operate covertly, concealing both their identities and the nature of their assignments. They have no choice but to gather information and eliminate their targets discreetly. This enforced secrecy only exacerbates the public's misunderstanding. Even as people yearn to comprehend, the answers remain elusive and out of reach. Let me know if you have any concerns. A
A purifying force member defected? Is that true?
Oh, about that. She abruptly comes to a halt mid-sentence.
What's wrong?
Green. Who? Bianca turns toward a seemingly empty corner, calling on a name. Oh, okay. I'm like, who? I don't know who the fuck you talking about. Captain, sorry I'm late. I saw you were talking to the commandant. I didn't want to interrupt. Am I interrupting something? Filled with worry, she gazes at you and Bianca, concerned that she may have interrupted a conversation of a more personal nature than just a regular office discussion. It's alright. Green, a member of the Purifying Force. Feeling no reproach from Bianca, this woman visibly relaxes, her relief evident as she offers you a crisp military salute, accompanied by a genuine smile. Hello, Commandant.
Hello, nice to meet you. Are the two of you going on this mission together?
Yes. Chico was her direct supervisor, squad captain, good at fighting, but she will soon be with the elite squad.
Elite squad?
Yes, Short Haul, captain of Scarab squad, is dead. They needed a substitute.
Scarab. That special squad operating under the Purifying Force? And Shorthalt, the one who was acquainted with Wan Shi?
Bianca affirms with a nod. Huh? You didn't tell me it was Scarab that when I registered. I'm not up to Commandant. Who? I'm learning a bunch of names now. Standards? Your frame is too old, and I'm applying for a new one for you. With the new frame, you can absolutely pass her test. Really? Bianca nods at her excited force member. You still have something to say to each other, right? Just forget about me, or I can leave it if you need me to. No need to do that. Commandant, I understand your concerns from a task force point of view. The Purifying Force has a high turnover of personnel. Opting not to delve further into what she was about to say, Bianca instead offers a more ambiguous and official response. In addition to the betrayer and corrupted elimination missions, we have many secret investigation missions. Even though we are constructs now, our hearts are still not strong enough to resist all temptations. If anyone makes a mistake, I'll be responsible for correcting them.
Hasn't your force been on new missions since, 6 months ago?
Yes. The situation on the battlefield looks bad, and the President wants to borrow some guys to share the task force workload.
So, the Purifying Force is involved in the rescue as well. Then what about the investigation into defectors?
It goes simultaneously. We only participate in the rescue of victims related to defection. As you know, some defectors are helping the Ascendants to lead the believers to the Red Tide. So they're multitasking. They're doing both. Purifying, getting rid of some, people who go away. And then on top of that, they're rescuing people. So they're really stretched thin. More and more work, right, Commandant?
Can you even handle such a heavy workload? And while it may be considered work for us, for them it represents an opportunity to move forward. And
our participation into rescue missions is to find out the causes of their defection. So we just need to catch them in our secret members. We will carry out the sequence and oh my god, I butchered that word. Investigation, right? I have my own plan. Since the investigation of the defector case still remains unresolved, it becomes more crucial for us to be investigating to those overlooked. Fine. All this should be kept a secret.
Is that what your next mission entails, then?
Yes, we need to meet with the others and continue to look into the subsequent events of Scarlet Revelation. Scarlet Revelation? Huh?
That's still not over?
That's right. The Forsaken and refugees in the area have taken in many graces believers, but quite a few crazy ones and still refuse to cooperate. They have lost their mind, and they know nothing except the deities they believe. They're hopeless. Chico would leave them to die if she were here.
No one is hopeless, and the Purifying Force is still investigating the Forsaken?
The Purifying Force never stops monitoring the Forsaken. It's President Hazen's order.
Monitoring?
Yes, it's already hard on the surface, and as long as they don't cross the line, the Parliament is not going to attack the human base that was established through so much hardship. It's just some desperate defectors could turn to the Forsaken, and for that possibility alone, we have to do something about it. By the way, Commandant, the intel sent by my people shows that you're still in secret contact with the Forsaken. Uh-oh. They kidnapped one of your members before, yet you still visit them on the holidays? Okay, now wait a minute here. If we went on them for holidays, that means I gotta go back and do one of the holiday stories. Cause if this ties into the main story, from what I can gather from doing these skin stories, is that these tie into the main story, then one of the holidays recommends then that it is a part of the main story. I just don't know which one.
I have my own reasons, and how do you even know about that?
You're not stopped by the higher-ups or the Purifying Force because the Forsaken has shown no intention of betrayal, and there is something more important on their plate. If they join hands with the defectors to the point that the Purifying Force has to do its job, I wish I won't see you on the target list. Now, hold on, Bianca. I ain't gonna defect. And if you're gonna come after me, I'm a gentleman, alright? We're gonna handle this the gentleman way.
Very well. And don't worry, I will not betray.
Now, hold on, don't give me that response. We are running out of time. Establish remote connection with me, Commandant. Oh, we already going in like that? Where are we going? I thought we weren't a part of this mission. Now we're getting dragged into it? Softly urging you, she gives no indication of saying more. It leaves you wondering if she's concerned about her colleague who remains unaware of the situation.
Is, remote connection really the only thing needed?
You use the question as another opportunity to gauge if she needs more help, yet she still opts to conceal the truth with a subtle smile. Man, don't... Oh, girl, don't do that. Yes, this mission is safe. Stay here, Commandant. We'll be back soon. Noticing the concern in your expression, she offers reassurance with a soothing tone. Man. No worries. The Phantom Tracer is not that dangerous anymore. I fucking hope it's not that dangerous. God, dude. God. Man, God, dude. Oh, who coming? Ooh, man. There we go. Hidden scars. Some scars are just covered by snow. They're never truly gone. Here we go. Oh, we're battling. Okay. Do I get to use my character? Nope. That's all right. Captain Bianca, your hometown is around here, right? Yeah, I know this place. There's a church in the north. It's where I grew up. Well, do you want to go for a revisit? Revisit? The church is close by, isn't it? Ooh, excuse me. She shifts her gaze towards the church, deep in contemplation once more about the recurring dream. In that haunting dream, she returned to her hometown, just as the same as the present moment. To her dismay, some of her trusted comrades had betrayed their cause, leaving everyone else hopelessly trapped amidst a relentless snowstorm. Oh my god, son of a bitch, I keep burping. And the menacing onslaught of the corrupted waves. That battlefield seemed to stretch on indefinitely, enduring long enough to wear down even those who had once vowed to stand firm against any adversity by her side. Each time reinforcements were summoned, they arrived bearing new challenges and obstacles to overcome. Ultimately, the desperate cries for help besides her were drowned out by the piercing shrieks of the corrupted. Standing atop the snow-capped field, she tenderly presses her lips to the bow in her hand, placing it on the chest of the construct who had once fought valiantly by her side. Her gesture carried a silent wish, hoping it could grant him some semblance of peace. Exhausting her last ounce of strength in the banishing the corrupted, who were once her comrades, she too succumbed and joined the wretched ranks. Only the snow remained, chasing after the corrupted and delicately violating the remnants scattered on the ground. The once borderless white land was turned into an abyss. Man, dude, this music going crazy. Despite the absence of any redemption for her as the corrupted, she persists and roams within the confines of the church in her hometown. Amidst the mournful howls of the storm, the tales of the past are retold repeatedly, laden with remorse and regrets. And that was just a flashback. That was a flashback in a dream. That's crazy. I'm tired. It's all pain and no gain. Is it Rena? What? Renan? I thought it was fucking Renee. Is it Renee? No. Renee. I think that end sound. So I think it is still Renee. Just spelled weird. Renee steps briskly out of the transporter, releasing the embrace of the frigid air as she stretched her limbs. One investigation point to go. You never know what you'll find until the very end. Captain Bianca? Renee, you're finally here. Okay, now what are they doing here? They're butchering the words. First it was Renea. No. Renaan. Then it's Renee. What the fuck are we doing here? How's it going? Nothing unusual about the refugees. It's just many believers escaped from the bases that have been sheltering them. Most of them were maniacs who struck their superstitious practices and would go mad if they couldn't follow them. They insisted the crowd fund some food as an offering to the god, even though we were short on food. Even the Forsaken and the base staff were in frequent contact with them. Weren't tired of them, I was. Captain, I said this before, but I still want to say it again. Forget about them. They are not worth saving. Then I'll have to repeat myself. They deserve our help. Ain't that right, Bianca? You tell them. Many have lost hope after disaster. Things could be different as long as we give them the help they need. Are we capable of doing that? We can't even help ourselves. Oh god, there's another one. The priority now is the task force defector case. The task force problem is still not solved. The soldier, visibly annoyed, repeated task force twice for emphasis. We are working on that. The Scarlet Revelation and the defectors are related. In addition to the defector caught, another Purifying Force member is on the previous mission report we got. Oh wait, Scarlet Revelation. That was that one girl that when we were in the aquarium. I believe that was her group. I think that's what that is. What? Another Purifying Force defector? Who told you? Is the intel trustworthy? You know I can't disclose the identities of some members. At least share us with the information related to the mission. In addition to the Scarlet Revelation, the defectors, and the Ascendants, there's something about Project Winter. Project Winter? Judging from the information we got, someone inside Babylonia is in touch with the Ascendants. Well, that's news. Nice. It can't... Was it Beret? I think... No. No, I know who it is. Never mind. I do know who it is. We know who it is. It took me a minute. Is this, part of the intel from the Scarlet members? Yes. The investigation has been going on for a long time. It's time to put an end to it. Let's go to the place where the accident happened. The Phantom Tracer should be able to give us more information. In silence, they begin their march toward the nearby ruins. With... Man, why are they butchering her name? What is with this? It is Renee, and now we're at Renan. What are we doing? Being the sole person, still mumbling under her breath. See, look at this. What the fuck? What are we? This is not good writing. That's the error. What does this have to do with Project Winter? Some defectors brought some believers to Project Winter researchers as required, researchers who were in contact with the Ascendants. Oh, perhaps they wanted to learn more about the Ascendants to optimize their so-called specialized frame? If that's the case, what else could it be? Oh, wow, that's new. Just fucking, I'm ready to pull out the sword. We'll find out soon enough. She raises her hand and delivers a firm knock on the Phantom Tracer with her sword staff, causing it to radiate an eerie and melodic glow. I think that's how you say it. Hey, all I know is we fight it now. We fight it. Oh man, I swear I better be able to play it on this. I'm gonna be pissed if I have to switch the phone. I had to do this last time on fucking Spiral of Chrono. I had to do that on one mission. It's absolutely fucking annoying. Alright, we got a dude pass. Dude is slumped. He's either slumped or gone. Oh. Well, that's new. Okay. Only the Ascendants can favor furniture virus. How do they know where to look for the Phantom Tracer? Wait, what? Which was his about? Why is info? Oh, so they have info on. Someone's leaking. We have a rat in our team. I wonder. Who's the betrayer? Who's the betrayer? Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh, we got oh! Fuck! I wasn't ready for that. Damn! I got fucking. Oh, I fucked up. I got willy wop. What the hell? Oh, dude, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. Now I can't even switch into my mode. God damn it. Oh, there we can. Oh, why can't I hear music? Hold up. What's the sound? Yep. Why can't I not hear that sound? That's interesting. I guess you can't talk at the moment, though. Defector reinforcements are coming. Oh, hell no. I'm ready for that. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I still fucked up. I don't know why I didn't continue to click my shit. Yeah, yeah, Bianaca, you make them drop your weapons. Oh yeah. Who am I talking to here? Gotta talk to you. Nice, dude. Oh, did they just? What? Yeah. What the? That's fucked. That is fucked. Wow, that's fucked. Her death was related to this. So she got crossed way before, and she knew this was gonna happen, which is fucking wild. That's there we go. So Chico knew she was gonna get cooked, so she resigned. Interesting. That is very interesting. I'm not gonna use my mode. I'm just gonna fucking hit you. So many balls. There we go. Oh my god, how much health do you have? There we go. Why are they calling her? What? Wait a minute. Oh man, Renee, please don't tell me you betrayed. Please tell me you at least fought with us. Okay. Oh, whoa, she got fucked up. No, man, I wish I was there. Come here, Bianaca. I'll patch you up. I got you, boo. I'm gonna patch you up. But I'm not there, and that fucking sucks. I'm fine. Don't move. Get on the transport vehicle. The transport craft back to Babylonia is still on the way. You need treatment. Girl, look at you. You need treatment. You're bleeding on the shoulder. Bianaca extends her hand to help Renee up, and together they slowly board the transport, supporting one another along the way. Captain Bianaca, I can't believe that you're still doing okay after the sneak attack of so many people. She's just that woman. She ready for anything. Yeah, come on, man. She was prepared. Oh, yeah. You knew they were defectors? No. All I knew is that they could be. Ooh, that there could be some hiding here. I didn't expect them to be defectors, though. Is one of the secret members finding? Plus, a deduction made based on their other clues. Just as Rasuela speculated, Bianca did not make a backup and conducted a simulation with the assistance of Asimov, which resulted in some data being preserved. She didn't have high expectations regarding the accuracy of the simulation, but upon receiving information gathered by a certain secret members, she began noticing striking similarities between the simulation and reality. If she chooses to leave it as it is, the entire situation will only deteriorate, eventually transforming into a grave she unwittingly digs for herself. That is precisely why she volunteered for this seemingly insignificant investigation mission to validate her conjecture. What should we do next? You go back, and I'll continue to the investigation. This place was damaged not long ago, and there should still be some traces. Their bodies also need to be recycled. Recycle the body? I'm sorry, what? They gotta recycle the bodies? That what? Oh, thanks for the like. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thanks for the like. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you guys are all enjoying the stream. This first time streaming on YouTube. This is very interesting. I'm gonna say that much. First time, I'm having a lot of fun so far, and no hiccups. We ain't doing no hiccups so far, so it's a good time. All right, we're gonna get back to the story now. Recycle the bodies? Oh, right. The memory data in there can be needed to be investigated. Your injury is worse than mine, and you're doing this on your own? It's okay. You need to take care of yourself first. You're so kind, Captain. Always looking out for us. Man, that's my girl. She a kind woman. She a kind woman. I was surprised about what happened today, and I thought you would spare them. Well. They had their chance. They did. I also had mine. You and Chico gave me a chance, but I did something stupid. This is not your fault. You didn't lead us to Von Gut either. But Ryan wouldn't have if it were not for me. Ryan, a familiar name to her, as he was once a member of the Purifying Force. As far as Bianca can recollect, this reserved man had only approached her once for a conversation. How do we want to do Ryan's voice? There we go. Captain, could you transfer me to Vice Captain Chico's team? Can you give me a reason? While she braced herself to hear the familiar phrase of, I admire the Vice Captain more, he unexpectedly shared something very personal. My childhood friend is on that team. Or you could transfer her. Could you transfer Renee to our team? I really miss her. Oh, that's a man looking out for a good friend. After Bianca shared the information with Chico, the latter said nothing in response, but instead reaffirmed the oath they had both taken when they first joined the Purifying Force. Deep bonds have a tendency to weaken individuals when faced with separation. Personal emotions can often cloud one's judgment. Such circumstances are strictly forbidden within the Purifying Force. Oh, well, never mind, you lost your shot. That sucks. The request was left unsolved, hanging in the air. As the situation on the surface continued to deteriorate, the members of the force were scattered and sent to various locations. Bianca noticed that their chances of meeting each other had dwindled to almost zero. That sucks. Prior to the incident at Copperfield Aquarium, I butchered that, aquarium, Bianca and Chico had made the decision to switch in response to the updated danger ratings. A few of Chico's subordinates remained with Bianca, offering temporary reinforcements, and Renee was one of them. Oh, we're finally on the same mission, Renee. We'll meet again someday. We met like you said. And when did I say that? 1 year, 7 months, 11 days, and 17 hours ago. Oh my, oh my God! you remembered it too well. We missed out on so much, Renee. I've always wanted to meet you to fulfill my last wish. Why did you make it sound like as if you're gonna die? To be Pacific, we are not in the same group. Chico said, It's fine. We'll catch up later on the way back. Upon hearing his words, Renee fell silent, opting to instead embrace Ryan with a smile before bidding him farewell with a wave. I believe that was the last time they met. Sorry for making you hurt so badly. Now, we coming in here? Following the intense encounter between the Purifying Force and the agent known as Von Gut, Bianca had to return to Babylonia due to her severe injuries. In the meantime, Chica remained on the surface, steadfast carrying on with the mission and only providing a report on the incident. Captain Bianca, Vice Captain went to the Copperfield Aquarium. She asked me to give you a copy of this report. Thanks. The report sent by Chica revealed that Renee had encountered an immense horde of corrupted during their mission. The relentless onslaught inflicted severe injuries upon her, and her corruption rate was on the verge of surpassing the critical threshold. Renee... What? We went from R-E-N-E-E to R-E-N-A-E. Now we are on R-A-Y-N-E. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Renee keenly detected the abnormal behavior of the corrupted and, deviating from the mission plan, decided to separate from the team. In doing so, he eventually discovered Renee and the company... I'm sorry, hold on. We are jumping all over the place with this Renee. In the company of the purple-haired Ascendant who seemed to be controlling the corrupted from behind the scenes, this Ascendant offered to help Renee control her corruption rate and repair her damaged frame. However, the condition for this aid was that Ryan would divert from the main force to be a specific location as requested. In Chico's eyes, that agent tempted Ryan only to ambush Bianca and the other Purifying Force members. Yet, Bianca believed that the agent aimed to sow discord and create division within their ranks. Irrespective of the agent's true intention, Ryan, the individual responsible for this unfortunate incident, was, Oh, wow! Oh! 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 Oh my... Oh, Jesus! Oh, no, man! Oh! Oh, no! That was the price Chico made Renee pay for her chance? Oh my goodness. Had to kill... Oh my goodness. That's wild. That is absolutely wild. Ryan, you stupid bastard. She murmurs to herself in frustration, continuously rubbing the wound on her leg as if seeking solids from the physical pain to alleviate the turmoil in her heart. That's fucked. Prior to Chico's sudden disappearance, Bianca had a conversation with her over a call during which she asked Chico if she was aware of the motive behind Ryan's actions. And Chico responded, I have no interest in his thoughts. My sole focus is ensuring he paid for his sins. But is violence or a public execution the only means to prevent further transgressions? If they can uncover the reasons behind it, would they be able to prevent a reoccurrence of the same events? Do what you believe is right. These were the final words Bianca heard from Chico. Now we jump back to present day. When he was little, he would always said that he would defeat all the bad guys in the future, so everyone could live in a safe environment together. I can respect that. That's a man who had a purpose on what he wanted to do. But he ended up being the person he hated the most. Oh man. Oh, what's that saying? You see yourself long enough to become the villain, or something along those lines. Yeah, something along that.
Captain Bianca, what do you think made those people back there risk being traitors and part of the plan? The situation has been getting worse, and they all had their reasons to be ruthless, but this should not be the reason for them to defect and hurt other people. Yes, they just need to pay the price. Sorry, I shouldn't have asked such a stupid question. But, Renee, do you know the story of the North Wind and the Sun? The story where the sun competes with the wind on who will strip the traveler of his cloak first? Correct. Why suddenly bring this up? Punishment and execution are not enough to stop defection. The strongest restriction is not chains, but a home to live in. There is a quote saying that we shouldn't test the human heart with hardship, for it's frail by nature. Who would endure the cold winter without complaining or a little warmth? The extermination of the defectors and reconstruction of a home are both imperative. I understand the weakness of a human heart, but that's not the reason to forgive the defectors, for they have already caused damage. I won't despise those who are still struggling because I understand why they struggle. Captain, you're very different from Chico. If God suddenly decides to jump out and tell me that you're the holy maiden sent by him to save us, I might even believe it. There is no God, and we are the only ones who can save ourselves. Well, I don't remember her ever speaking like that, but alright. Ha ha ha. Right, but why do you still pray if there's no God? It's a habit and a way to gain courage. Okay. To gain courage. Do you pray because the saint forgiveness people but can't forgive himself? Is that what Chico told you? Yes, but our hands are full of blood. Who would forgive or save us even if we pray? I know what happened to Ryan was weighted heavily on your mind, but once this is all over, I will arrange for your transfer from the Purifying Force to a more tranquil squad, where you can find some peace. When this is over, well, what's our progress on the defector case? I can't tell you much, but someone inside Babylonia is working with the Ascendants secretly, and they want to complete resumption of human experiments looking for victims in the chaos caused by the defectors. I'm impressed with how efficient you are, Captain. Upon hearing Bianca's response, Renee approaches her with a bitter smile while her own voice begins to tremble. What's wrong? Did the wound open up again? I'm fine. It's just I realized that I should have learned more about you. Because of what happened to Ryan, I hated you. I hated myself, and I hated the Purifying Force in Chico. I wish I hadn't thought that way, but it's like you said, all defectors have their reasons. This is not about me anymore. Renee's body contorts in agony, her face drenched in a sheen of cold sweat. Ooh, what is this music? What is this music I'm hearing? Renee, are you alright? With her gaze fixed on the feral construct, Bianca offers a gentle solace, yet her hand clasping her weapon tightly in a state of vigilance. Ain't no way, are they about to fight? I'm fine. The important thing is that the Purifying Force will soon find those behind the scenes. So, I have to stop you anyway. That's fucking wild. Wow. Just as Bianca has worried about, flames and explosions erupt suddenly as Renee raises her hand. We knew she was gonna turn. What the fuck? Alright, we are now on episode 3. I think there's 6 episodes, if I'm not mistaken, so we're almost done, which is fucking wild. Snowy prophecy. Everything is leading up to that prophecy of lonely death. The mission has been a trap from the very beginning. A trap set by the defectors for the captain of the Purifying Force, as well as one set by her, aimed at ensnaring the defectors. Along the way, Bianca strategically divulged the information she had gathered to the individuals she found suspicious, deliberately provoking them to silence her before the intended time. However, what she never anticipated was that Renee was the only one who appeared cheerful and forthright, which would be among those involved. Still alive! You are a witch indeed. As the explosion rips through the surroundings, Bianca swiftly reveres Renee's hands, desperately attempting to restrain her, and leaps out of the transporter in a decisive move. The aftermath of the explosion leaves both of them with numerous wounds on their frames and reducing the supplies of the vehicle to ashes. However, against all odds, they manage to survive. Even if you betray us. That's right. Like you said, the strongest restriction is not the chains, but a home to live in. Someone promised us a way of living without fear for those future. That's why I joined them. The promise the Ascendants made through Project Winter will only lead to more death. Ugh, what's wrong with that? A furious voice resonates from behind Renee as two constructs emerge from the ruins, appearing to have been lying in wait for a considerable duration. All three of them, even with this gradually progressing, just like the dream. What are they going to say next? Human experiments and sacrifice of the weak are a necessary part of evolution? You and those old bones in the parliament are panicked by human experiments. Do you have any idea how useless those believers are? They're not compatible with the compliers. They're ignorant and superstitious. They can't even reconstruct the conversation area properly. Why not make them an experiment material? Only technological advancements can enable people with unstable minds, like us, to use specialized frames that are strong enough to make us survive battles. Sacrificing people who are not compatible with the compolymers to break a path for those who are compatible. How does that make you different from the Ascendants? We are different. Our goal is a future of real peace. He thought that the dream of left data could only offer ambiguous hints. She believed that even if the prospect of everlasting sleep became a reality one day, it would not come to pass in the immediate future. Could it possibly be that her decision to alter plans and prioritize the investigation ahead of schedule created the effect of merging world lines, as described in the Golden Age story? If that's indeed the case, the inevitable outcome that awaits for her at the end becomes self-evident. There are Ascendants who are willing to fight for the future, and they are capable of controlling the corrupted. We can make use of that power. This is the last warning. Join us or die here. Oh, stop wasting your time. The Fence Center witch is still refusing to give up her kindness. She sympathizes with those hopeless trash. She won't join us. That's right, I won't join you. It's not because of sympathy for anyone, but to prevent things from getting worse. The Purifying Force has been keeping an eye on the Project Winter for a long time. There are still things we don't know, but we have seen the consequences. According to the intel sent by our secret members, Project Winter is probably based on Dalius and their Project Sithla. Upon the mention of Project Sithla, those in the know would immediately recall the extensive human experiments that were conducted decades ago. As its name implies, Project Sithel involves researchers aiming to bring the deceased back to life by utilizing clone and memory backup techniques, essentially attempting to achieve a form of reincarnation and rebirth within the controlled womb environment. That project caused casualties in the research phase, but that was to keep those who were useful. What's wrong with it? The only mistake they made is that it didn't push through. They changed the research direction later and used technology to replicate and modify construct minds. Those who participated in Project Sethel, including the researchers, ended up tragically. You survived. If you're aware of how Project ended that way, you should know what's aiming for you ahead. Today, humans without compatibility with the Kylominers die. Tomorrow, it'll be your turn. Those of you without specialized frames. What is the end of the experiments and sacrifices? 1 in a million man-made ascendants? I repeat, no technology advancement should be built on countless death. There is no necessary sacrifice. This is a massacre. And you should understand which is more tempting, a distant future or the hope in front of us. We could die at any minute. Anyone could go for the quick solution. This conversation is going nowhere. Despite having already foreseen the outcome of this battle in her dream, she remains undaunted, raising her weapon without a trace of fear. God, if you could hear my prayer, please bless these victims. It is not their fault to be weak and helpless. To prevent this tragedy from happening again, I'll have to slash my sword at my once comrades. This is my sin and my redemption.
Man. Oh, that's tough. That is tough. Oh, okay. Her signature iconic move.
Extermination starts.
Are we fighting? I don't know if we're fighting. No, we're not fighting. Oh shit, here we go. Here's us.
The Grey Raven Commandant is sitting inside the lounge when the remote connection is suddenly severed.
Oh, that's right. We were connected this entire time. Oh, live his life 2D! Woohoo! Oh man, that's good to see.
Commandant, what's wrong?
The remote connection is severed.
Lucille immediately lowers her head to send the comms request to Bianca. Connection failed.
I'll try it again.
You send another request only to stumble upon the same outcome. Stigmata could come unstable at any minute. She must have a good reason to disconnect.
Yeah.
Perhaps something went wrong. Should I report it as a mission anomaly?
No. It may also be due to the secrecy of the Purifying Forces mission.
That's possible, but what if...
Let's confirm her safety first before taking any measures.
We lost contact with her. I can search for her coordinates, but what else can we do?
She said she was going to meet the others.
The others?
By the way, can we get Renee's number? She should be with Bianca.
Leave it to me.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Bianca. Oh, wow. What? How did I say that? Thank you, Lucio. What am I on? Jesus.
The evening clouds and chilling winds serve as an ominous harbinger, sealing the imminent arrival of snow. Finally liberated from the relentless assault of the defectors and the corrupted, Bianca's frame approaches the breaking point. She finds herself devoid of strength, unable to support her body, stumbling and collapsing amidst the ruins blanketed in snow. As she moves, crimson vital fluid sweeps out from her wounds, leaving clear trails and marking vivid stains upon the pristine white backdrop. During the intense battle, both her remote connection band and terminal became damaged beyond repair.
Oh, so that's why we lost connection.
What will that commandant do after noticing that severed connection and unanswered communications? No, I can't let Commandant come here.
No, don't you say that. I'll be right there. I'm coming. I'm on my way.
Renee's still alive. There could be other defectors.
I don't give a shit. I'm gonna protect you. Even though you protect me, I'm gonna protect you still.
However, in her current hopeless state, where can she possibly go? The pain stemming from the corrupted surrounding her abdomen and back remains bearable, yet she can hardly move an inch, with no solution to be found. Her left wrist joint has suffered damage, while her left knee and right calf are showing varying degrees of fractures. Even with the aid of her sword staff for support, her movements are painfully slow. Unfortunately, once the enemies track her down through the telltale traces left by the flowing fluid on the ground, the outcome becomes all too predictable. Everything is leading up to that future of lonely death.
Oh, who's she making a deal with?
This is not the first instance of such adversity, nor is it the first betrayal she has endured. Much like the defectors, Bianca too encountered an individual who promised her a bright future filled with hope before she became a construct.
That's right. I think that was it was either in her interlude story or her affection story. I don't remember.
When?
That was the affection story, I think. If I'm not mistaken, I think that was the affection story.
That man called himself Wen, the chairman of Dalius. Or the Dalius. He recognized Bianca, who was still lost in the depths of darkness at that time. He extended an invitation to her, encouraging Bianca to undertake the task of cleansing the lurking corrupted in the shadows and safeguarding everyone. He said safety was the only thing the Dahlia sold.
Oh, thank God.
Had it not been for you, I would have been killed by the corrupted. The sacrifice on the minority is necessary in order to save the masses. Your injury looks bad. I'm late. She used to firmly believe that the minority when talked about was the corrupted. Oh, wow, I don't remember that one. That's a nice cutscene. Or a live 2D splash art. That's not even live 2D, it's just a nice splash art. We could have handled it easy if the products haven't been so bad this time. Products? It wasn't until she heard the anguished cries emanating from the rifts that she finally comprehended the grim truth. Those corrupted were the creations of Dedalius, brought into existence by its own hands, and she herself was nothing more than the mere pawn for their grand experiment. On the fateful night when everything crumbled, Bianca and the Purifying Force, still strangers on one another, conceded their shared mission to purge Dedalius. As a result of this alignment and circumstances, she was embraced by Babylonia to officially join the ranks of the Purifying Force. Everything about Dedalius should have ended there. Which it did not, and it kept going. But it didn't. The once thriving foliage of projects, experiments, products, and the chairman all have been decimated, yet the entrenched underground roots prove resilient. The true leader remained concealed within the sea of faces, hidden amongst the crowd. The projects underwent name changes, the labs were relocated to different sites, and the mastermind, Wen, shouldered all the blame as the Kurino defector after his demise. Nevertheless, his assets he left behind were lawfully seized and confiscated by Kurino. To this day, numerous concealed threats have yet to be completely eliminated. The Purifying Force had persisted in their investigation of the Dedalius, but in the meantime, those ambitions have evolved into a new and significant cause, one significant enough to be delivered upon the Parliament. Interesting. Even the higher-ups have turned a blind eye to this. They're fine with it as long as there is profit. Captain, do we still need to monitor them? Of course, it's just because it's profitable doesn't mean it's safe. The tragedy brought by Ravenge is caused by someone who wanted to push forward the related pain as a bit of habit. Oh, is it really? I appreciate that. I thank you. I'll try to make it immersive in a sense, where it's like a relaxed place. Now, I'm not gonna lie either. I do like jolt of loudness on top of that, but like that's just because of like if I'm seeing something and I really like it, you're gonna see that emotion. So I would not keep it on full volume, but I mean you can if you want. That's up to you. Just know that I will scream from time to time, just because of I see something I'm like whoa. Alright, but I'm glad you guys are enjoying this, dude. This is going pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. We're doing pretty good. I do like streaming on YouTube so far. It's a nice experience. I am gonna need another water after this mission though. Oh, you can barely hear me at all? Hold up, that's not supposed to happen. Hold up, I got you. Is that better? I turned it up just a tad bit more to like where it's, I wouldn't say not full, but almost. Because I have it to where it's not blaring too loud. So, well, I think, what do you think? Does this sound better now? Slightly, okay. Let's do this then. Turn it up just a tad more. What about that? Does that make it any better? And if not, I guess I could turn it up a tad bit more. Otherwise, I'll be going pretty close to the maximum. You have it on your speakers on full volume. Oh, I don't. Oh, yeah, we don't. Oh, we don't want that. Let's try doing this then. 1 point. We could do 0.9. Just crank it up just a little bit more, like that. Okay, is that fine? Is that better? Yeah, much better? Okay. Okay. All right. Just so we're all good. But like I said, I wouldn't keep it up too loud because you're going to hear me scream at a random point just because if something happens and I'm reacting to it, it's going to be a reaction. All right, here we go. The tragedy brought by revenge was caused by someone who wanted to push forward the related plan and a bit dissipate. Of course, of course. I thank you for helping me out. Now I know where I need to get my audio at now. And I think I'm going to leave it right there. And I'll have to write it down in my notes so that way I know for next time. The related plan? Are you talking about the predecessor of Project Winter? A long, lurking, infamous Project Silitha? What? Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Yes, he's not the first or the last who surrenders to temptation. I won't sit around and watch the same tragedy happen again, even if the Parliament is fine with it. The task of capturing defectors and cleansing the corrupted in calibration with the military or other departments constitute only a fraction of the purifying force's responsibilities. In truth, the majority of their time is dedicated to collaborating with the control court. Clanlessly, I think that's how you say it? Monitoring individuals' behaviors to prevent any transgressions or infractions. They serve as guardians of the fundamental principles of the law, ensuring that even during the doomsday, orders do not crumble. Okay. So much lore is going on here. However, amidst the chaos, corruption has insidiously infiltrated right under their watch, ensnaring several members of the purifying force in its grasp. I won't give up, even if that's the case. Oh yeah, keep going. Keep going, Bianca. You gotta stay strong. They have borne witness to the merciless slaughter of countless lives in the name of experiments, endured harrowing horrors and tragedies, and encountered individuals who appeared to lead carefree lives, only to be ultimately consumed by the same despair. With each step in their investigation, their understanding deepens regarding the sheer cruelty of Project Winter and its mastermind. They interrogate the past, tracing the haunting trails of blood, only to be met with the woeful cries of the long-forgotten deceased. With only fragmented clues, they have caught a glimpse of an abyss far deeper than what they described in the ancient reports. Oh, accident reports, my fault. However, even so... What do you mean by even so? This is secret number 2. But what can we do? The dead can't speak for themselves. The situation on the surface is not looking good. There's little we can do about Project Winter, let alone Project Sithla. There's no need to exterminate. At least we shouldn't repeat the mistakes. Captain, I understand you want to reach the betrayers, but it's too dangerous to act on your own. I'm the only one who appears unguarded. This is the only way to make them slip up in advance. Fine. Remember to call support in case of an emergency. No, that will expose your identities. It's better than fighting alone. Which is true. But Bianca's always been a lone wolf to do so. What is she called, huh? Summoning every ounce of her dwindling strength, Bianca embraces her severely battered body, slowly advancing to the pond that remains unfrozen. Is she walking onto the pond or going towards it? I must clean up the vital fluid on my body and repair the frame. Okay. Whoa! 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 Bianca, please! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh man. Don't give me that look, man. Oh, Bianca, you can't give me that look. Oh, you look man, you look so sad. I don't want you seen sad. With her hand that still retains mobility, she cups the chilling water and pours it over her weary form. The crimson vital fluid mingles with the water, cascading into the pond, creating ripples of red. Oh, dude, the music is crazy right now. Her pain model relentlessly screams with warnings. All emergency measures have been taken. Should she persist in moving forward, nothing awaits her but an indescribable dead end. She gazes upon the sky, or upward to the sky, where delicate snowflakes gracefully descend from above. Don't fight alone. You will never fight alone. Man, I hope I'm there. I hope I fucking make it to her. Amidst the piercing agony of frigid surroundings, the words spoken by that secret member reverberate once more in her mind. She must seek help, but whom should she turn to? Her own terminal has been reduced to mere scraps as a result of the intense battle. Fortunately, she possesses Renee's terminal, though it can only sustain one final call before it succumbs to complete demise. We are playing fucking chess. I'm so glad we asked Lucia to give me that girl's number so I can make the call to her. Should she hastily reach out to the purifying force, her call might be subjected to surveillance, risking the arrival of reinforcements that include defectors. Such an outcome would result in unexpected skirmishes. Grey Raven, Commandant. Oh, God. Get me there. Having already dismayed the notion when it first arose, it is now even more improbable to her to allow such a decision. In the future, her dream foretold, she saw herself succumbing to despair and dragging Grey Raven down with her during a desperate moment like this. Their unmatched competence spared them from the worst possible outcomes, but the intense battle took its toll, resulting in significant injuries and unfortunate separation from Bianca. When they reunited, she had already become one of the corrupted. Man, I fucking do not want to see that. Oh, God, I don't want to imagine that, man. Don't make me imagine that. Etched vividly in her memory is the expression of the Commandant's face, a visage that nearly brought her to tears as the human pulled a trigger to extinguish her life. We gonna change that future. We gonna change that future. Then, all the corrupted, including herself, would seize the opportunity presented by the human's momentary vulnerability, launching a relentless assault to inflict severe damage. Oh, damn, they jumped me. The bright red tainted the once pristine snowfield, leaving indelible imprints on her memory that could never be erased. Having relied on the dream for discerning the defector's information, how could she possibly disregard the next hint it might offer? However, this does not imply that altering the future is an impossibility. Lost in contemplation, Bianca is abruptly interrupted by the vibrations emanating from Renee's terminal. We did it. Renee? Hello? Is Bianca with you? Commandant? Yes! Come on! Bianca? As the human catches sight of her seated by the pond. Oh, yo! As the human catches sight of her seated by the pond, their voice momentarily falters, filled with hesitation. Sorry to show up like this. I'm on my way. You're hurt? Is it bad? It's not life-threatening. It's just I can fight for now because of the joint. I just can't fight for now because of the joint damage. I'll request reinforcements for you. Just sit there. Don't. I can't reveal my whereabouts before I figure something out. Because unidentified defectors are still around? Bianca gently gives you a positive response. At least you can have your faith in me. Thanks, Commandant. Bianca. Then please send Grey Raven to this point to confirm and recycle the bodies there. There are clues the purifying force wants to further investigate. No problem. Using the damaged terminal, Bianca painstakingly remarks the specific location, her fingers navigating the glitched screen. No one outside Grey Raven should know about this mission before everything is done. Please watch out for those around you. I don't know if there's other enemies hiding in the darkness. I'll fucking beat the shit out of them. And Lucy gonna do the work. Leave it to us, Bianca. Grey Raven will complete this mission with great caution. Lucia's voice comes from the terminal, as composed as ever.
What about you? Where are you now, Bianca?
I'll figure out a way to mix my frame and find out where the defector went by myself.
What the hell even happened to you?
Sorry, I can't tell you anything before the investigation is done.
Around the Arctic, right? Any bases nearby? You have to repair your frame first.
No, there's too much mystery about this mission. It's not wise to seek help from a base. The defector is still alive, and it's very likely she will keep calling helpers, including the Ascendants.
Let me help you, Bianca.
Recycling the bodies is a great help for the Purifying Force already.
I want to help not only I fucked it up. I want to help not only the Purifying Force, but also you. My way with words is it's absolute.
Me? Goddamn right.
Bianca, I know many of the Purifying Forces are used to fighting alone. But
You worrying about me? You goddamn right I am!
of course I'm worrying about you. Why wouldn't I? No one should get used to betrayal and separation. Even for the captain of the Purifying Force.
No one should get used to betrayal and separation? Bianca murmurs your words in a hushed tone, as if she had just realized the profound truth of those words hold for her as well. You know, you're the first person I have such a request for the Purifying Force. When she grasped the weapon as a sister, the fate of Bianca had already been entwined with separation and betrayal. But just as you said, I'm not used to it. It's just... It's Bianca. It pains me to witness your distress or any harm that's befalling you.
If you have any concerns, Bianca, please just let me know.
The boundaries between her reality and that future of lonely death are slowly blurring together. If she herself is unable to evade such a fate, she resolves to near entangle anyone else in her impending demise. Commandant, do you have someone or something to protect? I have a lot of things that I have to protect. Family, you guys, people I care about, the world, since we're saving it. I always find it funny how the Purifying Force always protect their own insecurities and own fears on Bianca. Oh, Forster Project. Wait, Purifying Force always project. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They always bring it to her. And it's always on Bianca. But it's interesting. It's interesting.
Of course.
Would you still get close to the one you want to protect if it could... Wait, what? Would you still get close to the one you want to protect if it could harm them? Ooh. Okay, hold on now. Hold on now. Bianca, I know would never flinch for that reason. I would never flinch.
The Bianca I know would never flinch for that reason.
No, I'm not perfect. There are times that I want to retreat and give up. Perhaps one day there would be a mission that's not that dangerous, and I'll be glad to invite you to work with me, but this is different. I can't forgive those who hurt me or put you at risk. I won't forgive myself if I'm the one who hurt you.
Well, it's the same for me, Bianca. I won't forgive anyone who hurts you.
You're goddamn right I won't!
Anyone who lays a finger on you, that is a death sentence for anyone. Even if you're the one who makes the decision.
She lets out a quiet sigh. You sound like you're going to come here based on the comm coordinates no matter how much I refuse. I told you! I'll protect you!
To tell you the truth, I was just already planning to do that. It's not like Grey Raven to leave a wounded comrade behind. Bianca,
Finally, you're stubborn. And I get it. I'm stubborn too, but I'm on my way. Beneath her smile, she conceals her finer reservoir of determination and unwavering resolve to prevent that future from unfolding, even if it necessitates her self destruction before she becomes a corrupted. Guided by that resolve, she opens herself to accepting aid and willingly embraces the potential risks that come with it. These are my coordinates and frame parts I need. Bianca raises her hand and taps a few more times on the battered terminal. I'll wait here for you, Commandant. Don't you fucking worry. I'm on the way. I'm on the way. Woohoo! What time is it? It is now. It's not terrible. We're at what? 12:30. We've only been going for. What's the time? Where's the time? Where's the time? I don't know where the time. Oh, only an hour? That's not terrible at all. Not bad at all. We're making good time. Yeah, we'll probably finish this, and then that'll call it for me because I gotta get up for work here in the morning. But I needed to get this out because I gotta keep my word saying I'm gonna stream. You know. Oh, oath to death. Wait a minute. I need water. Hold up. I need water if I'm gonna continue this. And I gotta use the restroom, so I will be right back.
All right, we're back. Needed that water. My throat was getting very parched, but we're here.
Wow, we're doing good. 7 likes, 2 concurrent viewers, 3 concurrent viewers. Thank you guys for watching this. This is like I said, this is a very new experience to me streaming on YouTube. I usually stream on Twitch, but I'm like, you know what? Let's try out YouTube, see how it goes. And so far, it's doing pretty good. I don't mind it whatsoever. It's nice. All right, here we go.
We are now back on this.
Episode 4, Oath to Death. You're almost done with chapter 22. So 6 hours? Ain't no way. 6 hours? Oh my goodness. That's gonna be a fucking that's gonna be a long stream when I do stream that chapter. Shit. Oh, I'll tell you what though, it's a lot of content right there too. That's gotta be a lot of fucking lore. If it took you 6 hours, that's gonna be a lot of lore that's gonna be right there. Oh my gosh. Alright. Oof. 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 That's gonna be fun. Alright. Death to oath. Would you make a promise to me? Ooh, we're fighting. Wait, what? That's probably because I was commenting on people streaming PGR. Oh. Oh. Well, I hope you're good. I hope you're good if you were getting beaten up. I hope you're talking about the game. But still, 6 hours. That's wild. Alright, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we get back into this. After a 3-hour journey, you finally rendezvous with Bianca at the ruins situated not far from the pond.
Bianca! Took me some time to get these parts without registration, but we're here. I hope I'm not too late.
Great timing. Thank you. Did you come alone?
Liv and Lucia went to recycle the bodies.
Where's Lee? Is he not here with you?
Lee is, still calibrating his new frame.
Well, then it's a good damn thing I did this after the chapter.
You can't participate in this mission.
The human commandant looks down at the terminal.
Lucia and Liv sent over the report. It's just as you said. People are waiting in ambush there. The nearby underground entrance harbors a lot of corrupted.
What's the situation?
Heeding your warning, they've been very cautious. The enemies have been repelled, yet a few managed to escape. According to Liv's tracking record, looks like they're heading to the north.
To the north?
How should we continue? Wait, should we continue tracking them down?
No, we could meet the Ascendants, and they won't let us go easily if that happens. Let's recycle the bodies first. Tell them to stay alert.
Understood.
And the rest? Before she can complete her sentence, the abrupt sound of a message notification emanates from the Commandant's terminal.
Unknown sender? Who would send me a message?
As Bianca's gaze remains fixed on you, you check the message and only to discover the conceit's line of text.
Return to the church. I'll be waiting.
Oh. Simple and straightforward.
Return to the church?
The snowfield is my hometown, and the church I grew up is to the north. Someone knows you're here with me, and that person deliberately sent the message to your terminal to tell us I know everything about your actions and your past. Like when? Back then.
Will you go?
It's a trap, but they already know we're here and where we're going. We won't get rid of them if we return to Babylonia. I have to find Renee and find out who's behind all this. It can't just be the Ascendants. Releasing the weapon that was supporting her body, she strains to mobilize her remaining hand and devouring the retrieve the frame maintenance box lying on the ground.
Here, let me help you, Bianca.
It's okay. I'm sorry to let you see me in this poor state. I don't want to bother you with such a trivial thing. That is not a trivial thing. Don't say that, Bianca. I would help you in a heartbeat. In the midst of her sentence, she succumbs to fatigue and collapse. See what I mean, Bianca? You gotta let me help you. Unable to continue.
Bianca!
Reacting swiftly, you catch the fallen Bianca. That's me right there. Fucking all-star play right there. And both of you descend to the ground. It is only at this moment that you become aware of the alarming wounds concealing beneath her dress. Commandant, I'm sorry.
You're injured. Stop, Bianca. Just let me help you.
Determined to not give her another opportunity to refuse, you tenderly take a hold of her outstretched hand and gather the parts strewn across the ground.
It won't kill you to lean on others for support when you're hurt.
As I am, one that always do this stuff. Thank you, Commandant. Oh, don't you mention it. Don't you mention it. God, don't you mention it. Don't you mention it. Don't you mention it. I'd do it again in a heartbeat. You lower yourself, positioning one knee on the ground beside Bianca. You meticulously examine her injuries under the light seeping through the fractured of the ruins.
I've learned some emergency maintenance measures. Not as good as a professional, though.
Oh, I have no doubt about your maintenance skills, Commandant. God. Oh, man, that look. Oh, and I'm still on under her hand, my lady. Bianca's gaze fixates on the hand before her. There are numerous instances when she yearns to speak her mind, yet each time she's halted, holding her words at bay.
Is there anything you didn't tell me? You've been refusing to let me come over and help all this time. As if you know there's a trap ahead waiting for me to stumble right into it.
Wait, what? Lee taught Commander a lot of engineering tips, including basic hardware. I was gonna say, it sounded like. Leo Wingman. We Lee that dog. He's awesome, Because I do think he showed us in chapter 22, I think, when we were with him. But hey, Lee that dog. He knows. But I'm just being a gentleman, We gotta be a gentleman. A trap? Isn't that message clear enough?
You underestimate the dangers Grey Raven has been through.
Yeah, that is very true.
Is there something else? There's something else that worries you, right? Can you tell me about it?
Sure, but what worries me is nothing but a nightmare with no basic in fact.
You can consider it as if I'm sharing a dream with you.
After the human gazes at her for a while, Bianca finally begins to speak. Lee and Kamala discuss the practicality of. Oh, wow, we do? Wow, when was this? When did we talk about this? I don't ever remember in the story talking about it, unless it was in the affection story. Yeah, that's the only place that I can think of. I had a dream where everything was the same at what happened today. I was back in the church where I was raised. The very place where all the encounters, parting, trust, betrayal, forgiveness, and resentment unfold. Defectors emerged from the purge force that were supposed to keep order, which put us in a tough fight. In the dream, off guard, I fell into their trap and lost contact with Babylonia due to their severe injury. Even though we were more or less prepared, it didn't change the outcome too much. We were still trapped. I called for the task force support at the last restore and ended up getting you involved in a trap set by the Ascendants and the Defectors. I used my last strength to send away the corrupted who were once my comrades and became a corrupted. I didn't know how long I wandered around as a corrupted, but Bianca gently takes the human hand. In her recollection, these hands have perpetually been clad in protective gloves, embodying the gravity and resolve befitting a soldier. Never before has she witnessed them so delicate and vulnerable, devoid of their usual guard. However, in that dream of the future and endless winter, she beheld these hands marred by wounds, nearly torn asunder by her relentless assault. I met you at the end of the nightmare.
Bianca,
I was prepared when I lashed my blade at those who used my comrades and savior. As a purifying force member, I was not surprised by this ending. But you told me not to be used to betrayal and separation. I guess it's because you are so not used to them as well? That's why you hesitated when you were about to execute me, which gave me the chance to hurt you. Her voice carries a subtle undercurrent of exhaustion, barely noticeable yet hinting at the imminent unraveling, akin to the quiver of snow preceding? Yeah, an impending avalanche. Oh, she's getting ready to crash out. This is it.
There must be other good reasons for you to believe in this dream.
Yes, the dream came from the data collected by the Phantom Tracer when I was under the sea. Mr. Asimov and Miss Visualis, yeah, both thought this had something to do with the future predicated by the Ascension Network. It's just we didn't know the specific time or occurrence. The traces about the defectors I found through playback, the intel I got in what happened today, all made me believe that this is what. Wait, what? All made me believe that this is when it will happen.
You never know until the last minute. Well, I'm here with you now, Bianca. This is different from the dream, isn't it? It may not be about the present. Moreover, the future can be altered. So, you still let me come over, didn't you?
That's because I couldn't stop you. I'm just hard-headed like that when I got people I want to protect. But I expected a different future.
Are you happy with the outcome so far?
You never know until the last minute.
Right. Oh, you hit me with my own words. Okay.
That's my line. Speaking of prediction, it reminds me of some stories.
Stories about predictions?
One is about an old king who heard a prophecy that his son would kill him. To prevent it from happening, he plotted to kill his infant son. Wow. But his actions somehow caused the prophecy to come true.
Yeah. Similar plots could be found in magic-themed movies where the villain believed the prediction that he would be killed by a child born in July and decided to take action. I didn't know you would also make...
What? You got me shell-shocked here. Hold on.
I didn't know you would also make fun of people, Commandant.
I just don't want to see you somehow walk into that ending.
Bianca releases a sigh, her gaze filled with resignation, fixed upon you.
God, that look.
But people always find it hard to believe in themselves. They often need recognition and encouragement from others. And when they can't have them, they would turn to gods, prophets, or fortune tellers to tell them what to do to avoid disasters in the future. Is it a form of weakness in your eyes?
It is, but it's also a part of our nature.
Your response renders her momentarily silent, her gaze shifting to the accumulating snow outside the ruins, then unexpectedly she diverts the conversation to a seemingly unrelated topic. Do you like flowers, Commandant?
I do. Why bring this up all of a sudden, though?
Your words reminded me of the past. Lowering her gaze, she begins to regale you with tales of her past on the snowfield. I used to love flowers when I was little. I was fascinated by the life of a flower from blossoming to withering.
Okay. Father Snow. God, I don't remember what my voice was for him. Do this. You want to keep the lilies?
I don't remember. No, it wasn't that. One winter, I got a gift from a wanderer.
Who got you this gift? I don't remember you.
thank you for listening to my confession, sister. This box of lily bulbs was left by my daughter before she passed away. I want you to have it.
It's my pleasure to have your trust. That alone will be enough.
Then, could you please save them? They should grow into flowers. I'm a homeless man. They would never bloom if I took them with me. Flowers produce seeds for them to bloom. They shouldn't wander around with me. Please, save them.
Lilies don't favor the snowfield. I only saw them during rituals. Most of them are bioflowers. I love flowers, and I was touched by the wanderer, so I took those lily buds that were carefully placed in the sand and placed them in the rooms with heating equipment and temperature control.
Which is now making me remind me why she has the gifts of a lily.
I gave them the soil they needed, soil they needed, the purified water, and the proper fertile. And every day I prayed for them to grow up healthy, but eventually, they were destroyed in the bud before they could even experience the joy of a blossom. I didn't even know if they were destroyed by the corrupted or uprooted by people desperate for food. I failed to protect them. No matter how hard I tried and how many times I prayed to the God, they were still destroyed.
Oh, I know his voice. I know you loved them and spent a lot of effort to take care of them. But don't be sad. With God's blessings, life will come back to the earth and stay by your side in another form.
But I don't want that. They deserve a chance to bloom. Father Snow, I don't want to grow the rest of them.
But I can feel your heart crying. Don't force yourself to give up love, my child. Ah, it was deeper than that. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
I want to give them up because I love them, but I can't protect them.
The priest relentlessly a profound sigh, his gaze fixated on Bianca's painful eyes. What if the god wants you to keep them? I heard a voice from above. God hopes you keep nourishing these flowers.
But why?
Because they could only live with you around. Protecting these lilies will one day protect ourselves. Old man was spitting.
Father told me a white lie to stop
Oh, never mind, it was a white lie.
giving up on the flowers I loved. I always believed him and his words, so I believed I could do it. However, the lilies died once again. Eventually, I gave Mii.
Is it Mii?
Mii?
I think it was Mii. Mii. I think it's Mii.
I gave Mii the few lily buds left to exchange for food.
Are you sure about this?
I've made my decision. This can get us more food and let those who could protect the lilies have them.
I respect your decision, but I want to remind you that life is unpredictable. This might not be the best choice. If dying is inevitable for the lilies, then it's better for them to stay by your side.
Lilies don't have feelings. How could they decide? This time I didn't believe him. But Father Snow was right. Life is unpredictable. Mii didn't come back alive.
Oh, okay.
Those lily buds are inedible. Inedible. They were useless for people who struggled to make living through the apocalypse. They couldn't be exchanged for food. They were thrown away somewhere. Even the lilies couldn't choose an ending for themselves. It was not a good ending for me. A terrible thought flashed through my mind back then. What if those lily were kids who couldn't decide for themselves?
That's one way to look at it.
What if they died just because I sent them out? And I didn't believe myself. How would I face my cowardness?
She's spitting.
I made the wrong choice.
Don't blame yourself too hard, my child. Our hearts are frail. We only find the courage to love and to take action when we believe that we can overcome our difficulties. When we are blinded by fear, we believe the path forward will lead to the failure we want to give up. This is human nature. And this is the very reason that we pray to the God. We pray to see the path God once took and gain courage by following that path. Pray. Pray to gain the courage to believe in yourself. Protect what you love and not give up. That is words to really, really take in. That was my first time I realized the power of belief. It's powerful enough to change the choice of rational, thoughtful mind. When I didn't believe myself, I asked Father for advice, believed this white lie and kept the lilies. When I didn't believe his words, I sent the lilies away. Perhaps the king in the story and the Scarlet Revelation believers who depend on the belief in divination chose to believe him in the predictions because they also had times when they didn't believe themselves. I have a similar feeling. Sometimes I seek answers through fortune telling too. Yeah, we're all the same. I've seen countless similar tragedies in the Purifying Force. People who didn't believe in themselves and gave in to the feeling of powerlessness. People who believed in themselves too much and refused to control their desires. Any outsider would find their struggle ridiculous. But I will never forget how those lilies died because of my decision. It is trivial, but it always reminds me to never forget the frailty of the human heart. Lessons. Lessons, lessons, lessons.
Is this why you are still... Wait, is this why you are still praying?
Yeah.
You say people always find it hard to believe in themselves. They often need recognition and encouragement from others. If I do so, will you trust me? Trust me, even if I go with you, that future won't happen?
I can trust you, but there is a condition. I'll meet that condition. What you need?
A condition?
Could you raise your hand for me, Commandant?
Okay.
Like this?
Yeah. Looking at the human's hands, Bianca shows a faint, bitter smile. Would you make a promise to me? I got you. What promise you got? What promise you need? I got you.
What promise?
This is a promise that every Purifying Force member made to one another. It's the prerequisite to make choices to believe and depend on one another.
I'm listening.
If one day I turn into a corrupted, please don't hesitate to kill me and don't leave me any chance to hurt you. I know you are less used to separation than me and you shouldn't get used to it. So I don't want my trust in... What? I don't want my trust in and... What? I don't want my trust in and depend... Oh god, that was... Ugh. On you to become your weakness one day.
Okay. I promise you. Like other members of the Purifying Force, our relationship will never become my weakness.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
If that day really comes, I will not leave you any chance to hurt me.
Then you have my trust.
But please, don't carelessly walk into that end because of my promise.
Yes, sir. Even though I have your promise now, I still hate to see your sad face. I hate to see your sad face. That hurts me more than you seeing my sad face. I can promise you that. The icy, pure holy maiden flashes a gentle smile, firmly gripping those hands. Hey, now, hold on. Oh, I forgot. We were fighting. We were getting ready to fight. Proceed with caution. Ooh, we were running. Can I avoid this fight? Nope. Never mind. 2, 3. Whap! 8 likes? Man, I was expecting to get likes. That's awesome. I'm glad that I'm getting likes. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the stream so far. I think we've been going for now a little over 2 hours. Ugh. Come on now.
Okay, we're moving on. Dude, this music is so good. I'm not gonna lie. Bianca's music was really good, especially in this. Who's Cinder taking notice come from? Oh,
Bianca.
this fucking dude kamikazed himself. What the hell?
I need to get her. I need to get to her and tend. I need to get to her and attend her to first aid. Don't move, please. There we go. All right.
That's crazy. These people are willing to just fucking off themselves because of that. It's wild.
There's still some time to save the refugee.
Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, so there's good and then there's bad. Interesting. I was moving. Going to the altar. Child of Revelation is gone. Interesting. Okay, I need to move. Thank you. Let's go save. Okay, never mind. We were gonna go save the church here in a minute, but now we're not. Whop. Yeah. Oh, whoa, wait. What are you? Okay, we got a dude just out here. Just okay. Thanks for helping, but I don't know why. Is there another one? Aline? Oh, someone else is doing our work. Okay, who is this? Who's doing our work for us? Interesting. Wait, yeah. What? Who? Is this Renee? Oh, manually destroyed. Who's doing the work? I'm sorry, Renee. This is unfortunate. First you killed your childhood friend, and now I gotta kill you. Oh, you ain't dead. Wow, I thought I was gonna kill you right there. Whap! Whap! Holy cow, how much health do you have? There we go. Okay. Interesting. Damn, she just got saucy on her sword. What the hell? She got a little saucy there. Mine complete. Calibration failed. Data missing. Confirm to load available data. Analyzing successful. Kuro system. What? The ragged memories are illuminated by one of the phantom tracers, metamorphosing into lanterns into the chilly night, revealing themselves to be visitors. This is Renee. I'm at the designated location. I'm injured. I request frame repair. There's a medical kit in the temporary base. Take care of it yourself. Send your people to pick me up. My original terminal went missing and I have to find it. I just checked. We are blocked from getting its coordinates. It is either broken or in Bianca's hand. You are exposed. Taking you in would only increase our risk. Eliminate Bianca or our cooperation is over. Didn't you receive the battle record? Me plus the corrupted and the helper in ambush were no rival to that witch. She's severely injured. You just need to push it further. The others are dead, and I'm also seriously injured. Send more people over. What you need is right in the room behind you. What? Perplexed, Renee turns around and looks behind. There are only a few refugees in there. That'll be enough. Take them to that church.
We'll send someone. We'll send someone to mislead Bianca to save them in the church.
Would the captain fall for that?
We have our plan. You don't need to know everything.
Why would the refugees listen to me?
They're believers who have strayed from the Scarlet Revelation. I told them a prophet would lead them back to the altar. You just need to play along as the prophet.
Strayed. For you, I'm also a betrayer who strayed from you.
I'm glad you know. This is your last chance.
And don't forget, I only work with you to see the Ascendants again.
Do you have any other choice? Your captain won't forgive you.
I can still drag you down even if I can't change how it'll end for me.
Remember, we had your inner device enhanced when you just arrived. Try yourself to see what will happen if you betray us.
You bastards!
Blame it on yourself and Ryan. This is your choice.
Interesting.
Oh man, what was his voice? I don't remember. Lithos, Renee's infection is going beyond the threshold. Please, save her. Oh.
But I already helped you 3 times. You know it's not free this time. 3 times? Ryan, you've been working with this Ascendant for that long? We've known each other for a long time, Ryan, but be it in Babylonia or the Purifying Force, they always sent you to a dangerous place like this. But this is not their fault. Their virus has spread to all areas. There's not even a single inch of the land that is safe for the average soldier like you. Had it not been for my hope of the Ascendants, you would have long been one of the corrupted, right?
What do you want from me?
No, Ryan, don't help the Ascendants. Forgive him. He just wants to live so he can see you again. But you could get yourself...
So Lithos had a play in this. I'm not surprised. Oh, sorry, Renee. Making you do this. Don't hate yourself. This is my fault. Do it, Renee. Let's end it here. Promise me to take care of yourself.
I don't understand. How did we end like this, Ryan?
Sorry. I can't make it this time. I'm on a mission.
At first, it was just this guy breaking promises. We were both on a mission when our foster mother passed away. Neither of us was there to bid farewell to her last time. As compensation, we promised to bring her flowers on the same day every year at that monument, but this is already the 5th time you broke the promise.
You broke the promise 3 times yourself.
We are pointing fingers at each other here, Ryan.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'll definitely come on the same day next month.
Next month?
Yes, it's your birthday next month. We promised to celebrate the activation date with the other guys, but spend our birthdays with each other.
Fine. I'll forgive you one more time.
And this is where he broke the promise again. But,
however, the word arrived on the following month he was severely injured, and when he was finally free, Chico's team was in danger, and I was seriously injured. Chico was right. We should focus on the battle at hand, and only when the real peace is here can we get together.
How many of us can make it to that day?
Says the guy who keeps breaking his promise.
Hey, man, I appreciate you staying. I'm glad that you stayed. You get some good sleep now, wherever you may be. I'll pray for you guys to get some good sleep so that you guys can wake up tomorrow and be rejuvenated. So, yeah, you take care. I appreciate you staying for the stream and for the first time being on this YouTube stream. We're going to have some more now. But, yeah, you take care. Enjoy the night. All right, let's get back to this.
Says the guy who keeps breaking his promise. She waves goodbye and boards the transporter without looking back. Keep struggling. We'll meet again in battle or at the Star of Life.
I'm already used to this. Disappointment after disappointment, we stopped talking to each other and had complaints about battles and rescues day after day. Why did we save them? I'm tired of this. They would run away again if we saved them. I agree, we could get killed before them if we keep doing this, but why? Why do we have to die first? Why are we the ones who made the most efforts? Annie and the team had similar thoughts, and we started to hate Captain Bianca for taking these missions. The rescue missions were ordered by the Parliament. The task force has been overloaded these years. Captain Bianca always says that they're helping them is helping ourselves. And you're still defending Bianca? Get prepared to fight until death and not be able to fulfill your promise. I don't want to see you again. That's tough. No. I just want to say that what we did, the circumstances made us do. Renee? Renee! Ouch. I'm ready for this separation, but no matter how many times I reassure myself, I can still felt extremely painful when I executed Ryan. Not only because of his death, but also because of regret. If we had cherished a bit more of our time together, could we have ended up differently? At least we could have faced death calmly without cursing ourselves. Oh man, that's when you start reminiscing. Hello. Long time no see. No. It's not too long since we last met. I guess the captain of the Purifying Force is looking for Chico around here, right? How's Ryan doing? I haven't seen him recently. He betrayed the Purifying Force and I executed him myself. You did that? How could you do that? The purple-haired descendant shakes head in disbelief. I remember when I saved him for the first time. He struggled among the corrupted, shouting that he had unfulfilled promise and he couldn't die there. The second time I saved him, he said he wanted to change and that he should cherish the present, fulfill his wish, and stop accepting the help from the Ascendants. The third time was his wish was not fulfilled. His squad transfer application was denied and you didn't reply to his messages, right? After I saved him that time, he finally confessed to me that he had already broken the promise many, many times and hurt you many, many times. He wanted to apologize to you and fulfill that promise. I once cherished and once wished sincerely that you wouldn't be at the mercy of fate anymore, but now you tell me that you killed him? You shouldn't have saved him. You really think so? He did everything for you. And you told me that I shouldn't have saved him? I'm surprised that a good kid like you could be so cold-blooded. No, that's not what I meant. All I wanted was to say is that we could have ended everything before we got so deeply involved with the Ascendants. So, you think it makes more sense to throw friends away and patch up Earth scars with dead bodies? Do you still hate him for standing you up? No, I don't. I just don't have any hope for him anymore. And I thought he'd feel the same way too. And that we just drift apart. How could he though? See, regret is more like long-lasting than either love or hate. Warped in the punishing virus, Litho controls the virus and warps his head gently around Renee's. Huh? What is he, a snake? I'm just trying to save him, fulfill his wish, Renee. Does being an ascendant make my help any less valuable? Litho lets out a deep sigh. Do you still care about Ryan? Of course, I know he's already dead, but you just can't help but feel regret, don't you? See, we're both the same. I believe Babylonia is looking into his frame and mine now, and I can help you see him again if you bring him here. No, you're just trying to trick me into paying for it. I don't need you to pay for anything, because there is no guarantee that it's going to work. I'm testing it, though. Do you want to give it a try with me? What are you testing? Have you heard about Project Cithella? Is it Cithelia? Cithel? I think it's Cithelia. Cithelia is what came out of the project, and I have her with me now. Wait, Cithelia is still alive? Yes, and she deserves credit for the head of her hive mother that gave. Whoa, whoa! This is huge, Lordum. What the fuck? Gave birth to the twins. So I don't even know who the fuck that woman is. And we just get a lore drop like that? So, could you bring Ryan here and help him fulfill his promise to you? I'm out of time, and I need to go to Bianca now for my verdict of justice for bringing the red tide into the sea. If you need more time to think it through, you can do that, and do let me know your thoughts when we meet again. Oh, and keep in mind, though, you'll have to tell me again why you come to me then. You do know that this is suicide, don't you? A bad kid is supposed to let people take their anger out on them and punish them. This is the price I need to pay, and I'm not gonna last much longer without this anyway. But I'm not going down without first putting up a good fight, of course. Farewell, Renee. I do hope we see each other again. And that was the last thing he said before he disappeared without a trace. And to find him, I have been since looking everywhere for traces of him. Which is fucking wild that's happening. I know what you've been doing, and I have the evidence to prove what I say. And, I'm gonna assume this is Bungut. Or Cinderlick, one of the two. And judging from the fact that you're withholding it, I assume that you're here to make a deal, huh? Still in touch with the Ascendants? Oh, this might not be Bungut. So what if you are? Well, you wouldn't happen to know where Lithos is, would you? He's been missing for a long time, and we haven't been able to find him. Oh, I have a feeling this is Bungut, actually. No, this can't be him. This can't be Bungut, can it? I assume it's a girl, I think. Why are you trying to find him? Because we have a promise to fulfill. I see. Well, why don't you come and join us then? We can get you changed to a specialized frame if you're a part of us. Where is Lithos? He comes by every now and then. We'll just have to wait. Now come here and join us. Yeah, that was not Bungut. Good thing I switched it. This is a fucking long-ass chapter. Holy shit. I might call it after this chapter. I still gotta get up early. And I gotta get my bed sheets on my bed. The altar is right up ahead, ma'am. Oh my god. Right up ahead, ma'am. I know. Whoa, new figure, new character, because you have colored hair. Adeline, been a while since we last came back. I wonder if the altar is fine. Don't sweat it. God bless his land, and Hammond has promised to drop by whenever he can. Will we be able to find the child of Revelation? He promised me to, ma'am. Hey, I'm at the church already. When is she coming? Stay put in there. We're just... damn it, pieces of trash. What's going on? Got a few things to take care of here. Stay put where you are. Okay. What's the remaining data? Oh my goodness. Oh, we finally got through it. Oh my gosh.
We're entering the church.
Stay near me, Commandant. Bianca seems nervous.
Is it because of that dream?
Yes, because we're about to run into a whole bunch of corrupted in there. And if everything happens according to the dream... Hold on now. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. Not on my watch. Oh, God, we're right there. This might... we'll probably end it here. Because I still gotta get my clothes out of my shit for work. So I think we're gonna end it here. This was actually really good. like I said, this is a very late stream. I usually don't stream this late. I usually like stream like either in the morning or like during the day. So this is very it's very nice to see how it how this goes well, first time like this. So I'm actually not too terribly mad about that at all. At all. I'm never mad about it because like I'm grateful to be doing this in the first place. So that being said though, we're gonna end it here. That way I can get my time to get some sleep, decent sleep, and then get ready to roll. I am also gonna make a post like as soon as I get this stuff and hit the hay. I'm gonna be making the post on something, but I'm gonna let you guys know first. The next short film will be coming out. Will be coming out Tuesday. Okay, it's coming out on Tuesday. It is going to be episode. It is episode 3. Oh damn! That is so. I'm so sorry, Hajime. I'm so sorry, Hajime. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh man, I didn't want to waste your time like that. Damn, I'm sorry. Fuck. That's on me. That's on me, man. That's on me. That's on me. I don't want to waste your time like that. Damn, I'm sorry, bro. That's on me. It's on me. That's on me. Um, don't worry though. I'll say this much. I'm gonna be streaming again on YouTube. Again. I was playing PGR. I was doing. I'm on. Uh, God, what? I'm having a brain fart. Bianca's skin story. Sorry, we did not finish it. All right, we actually left it a good cliffhanger. Actually, we are getting ready to storm the church in her skin story. So it's actually not a bad place to stop. We get to see that lore happening, but I will be streaming again on YouTube again because I want to give it more time to see what I can do with it. Oh yeah, PGR, hell yeah. And I do voiceovers on it, so like I'm giving my own unique spin on it when I'm reading it. So you're gonna hear like different voices. The narration has its own voice. The main character, the commandant me, I have my own voice with it. The characters have their own unique voice that I put with on it. Yeah, PGR. I am exclusively streaming PGR right now because I'm taking my time with the story on it. I'm having so much fun with it. I'm gonna be reading. I still gotta read all the floating records, but this is like the reason why I am now streaming the skin stories because I'm gonna finish Bianca's skin story. Then we're either gonna do uh oh god Crimson Weave's skin story, or we'll go straight into a main chapter, which is chapter 22. I don't know yet, but I was actually getting ready to announce. I think I just announced it though. The next short film for the PGR film that I made comes out Tuesday. It'll be out Tuesday. I think I'm gonna try to get it out probably around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. That should when it should be released. That'll be like that is the third installment of the PGR short film that I did previously and the one I did for the first time. And that has a story that will continue to grow as I continue reading on with the game. And that, oh man, I can't wait for that to come out. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Yeah. I can't wait. But yeah, like if you're new here, if you're new to me, I'm streaming. I play PGR, and I read the story, but then I put my own unique spin on it when I'm making videos. Like the short films are like a head canon for me. Like everything in the game is actually canon. I don't mess with like altering the stories a little bit, but I give my view on how I would be if I was in the story. If I was the main character, how would I react? How would I feel about this happening, that happening, losing someone, gaining more people? Like think of it as like a cinematic view of games. And you're gonna have to watch
the episode 2 to the short film. It is Sacrifice. You'll get a glimpse of you'll get a more sense of what I'm talking about like taking on like this cinematic view of where I'm going. Um, but I'm doing this. I'm doing the Daydream Believer or the Skin Story because I'm giving the short films time to blossom before we move to the main story because the short films tie directly into the main story into these games that I make. So, and on top of that, I do discussions. Just talk about where I'm at, how I feel about things, about the game. So, yeah, you are in for one hell of a ride. I'll say that. But yeah, we're gonna stream again. I don't know when, just because this week's gonna be a little bit hectic for me. I will try to get out a stream like ahead of time and let you guys know. It probably won't be this late. It'll probably be like closer to like maybe 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. We're gonna see. Just depends on what time I get off work. But yeah, I'm glad I started. I used to stream on Twitch. I still am. Like I'm probably gonna do multi streaming, but I don't know yet. We're gonna see. I wanted to see what it was like on uh here. And so far, I like it. I like it a lot. Not gonna lie. I like it a lot. So, but anywho, I am gonna let you guys go. I've been yapping for a minute. I don't want to waste your guys' time. I hope you guys have a good night, have a good day, have a good afternoon, wherever you guys are. And you ladies and gals, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.